Hey, Miggy.
Oh.
Look what's outside.
Wow.
A package. Go get it.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. It's a box.
Do you know what it is? Open it up. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
It's a box.
Y'all just got off of school. First week, day of summer, I guess. Or does that tomorrow? Last day of school. Last day of school. And it's been really hot.
They never taught me how to open boxes and stuff.
But I have a feeling that things are going to get a whole lot cooler.
Oh, that was very funny. Oh
Open.
There's another box.
It is my
Alright,
fourth
box
troll.
review.
No, turn it around. It's a beautiful box, but my fourth review. Ta-da!
It's a box.
Ice troll. Let's get him out of the box. All right, guys. This is the frost troll, and it is absolutely giant. This is his Dwiz. And say hi, Miggy.
Hi.
So, yeah, ladies and gents, this is a huge figure that was safely nestled in that box with a lot of twist ties. The twist ties had plastic on them, and the plastic-covered twist ties had more plastic covering them, so it wouldn't scratch the magnificent paint on this massive, massive creature who's so big that actually you see, I'm trying really hard to fit him in the frame, but I'm having difficulties. Can you hold that right there? We're running out of table space. Anyway, so I have been eagerly awaiting this guy since I saw him at Four Horsemen Studios during G-Con, and he absolutely does not disappoint. This is his massive weapon. It's an ice blade, and it's huge, bigger than him. So that doesn't even fit in the frame.
Can't fit it in the frame.
And you probably can't take this on an airplane, because if you can't take a box cutter, they'll be very afraid that you commandeer the cockpit
With a plastic.
with this plastic
sharp thing.
with this plastic knife that looks
apart.
like it's carved out of an icicle, but it's cool. All of the troll weapons so far have been really cool, and this one does not disappoint. Massive. I haven't fitted in his hand there, but you'd think a monster who's this massive wouldn't need a weapon to bash things, but having one definitely differentiates him and makes him one of the, if not the coolest troll of all of them. And I have the forest troll, have the stone troll, and I have the cyclops. And they're all cool, but I think this one is my new favorite. One thing I like about him is it looks like a tauntaun, maybe, and a Sasquatch had a baby.
One of his horns is shorter than the other.
It is. It's like battle damaged. This was the coolest figure in my collection up until yesterday. This is the Funko Iceman, which is really cool. And I accessorized him with a Glyos sword that came with my Prince of Crystar. Pretty cool, huh? But nope, he's going to have to take a back seat to...
You're probably just holding it as a weapon.
This guy. Yeah. This guy is now the coolest figure in my collection. The thing that differentiates him from the other trolls, aside from the color scheme, is obviously the head sculpt, which is really intricate and detailed. You were talking about the horns being different sizes, right? Like this one is like the tip is broken off. He's obviously taken some sort of bladed weapon to the face.
Maybe that's why he needs a blade.
And
a huge bladed weapon can do that.
Maybe he was fighting another ice troll. See right there, smash across the face, and so he's got a scar there. And he's got some damage there. But, you know, with the beard, all this going on here, and these cool, like, Tauntaun-esque horns, right? It gives it a really, really cool, for lack of a better word, look. Look at how deep that scar is. So it takes quite a bit to take one of these guys down, obviously. I really like the loincloth and how that's kind of dirtied and mussed up. And I like the fact that the rocky outcroppings, which in his case would be more like ice, are white. And then the rest of it is that really, really cool blue with the darker blue wash that really accentuates all of the details in the sculpt. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but he actually has fingerprints sculpted on his hands. Like you can you see the fingerprints, Miggy?
Yeah, they're like ridges.
Yeah, he's got a unique set of fingerprints. If you don't believe me, go on the internet and take a look at some of these detailed shots. So I suppose you could frame him for a murder if you committed one. Just take the hands and plant some evidence. But yeah, I mean, how many action figures do you know that have such a detailed sculpt that they actually have fingerprints? I think this is the only one. So yeah, there he is. There he is.
Pretty big. Pretty big and strong.
Taking on the Funko Pop figure. But of course, you know, this is a Mythic Legions figure, so he's designed to go with Mythic Legions. He's got 2 layers of the loincloth on the top, and it's got this
one's like a
stringy fur.
Mm-hmm.
The body is just like the other trolls, and of course, you know, with the unique paint scheme and the unique head, he just looks like a completely different race of troll, which is what he wants. He needs some core workouts.
Yeah.
So that's how he grasps his weapon.
Had a little bit of a gut.
He just came out of the box, so probably not going to take him completely through all the paces of his articulation, but obviously the head moves side to side, up and down a little bit, since he's got these massive horns, and he's not going to be moving that head too much. But you know, the arms have a nice range of motion. You know, they have ratchet joints so that he can hold up that massive weapon. Look at that. Oh, it's coming right at you in 3D. And then swivels, and the arms move a little bit. You can hear those ratchet joints, which is what it needs to hold up that massive weapon. Swivel here at the wrist. Arms go out a bit. He's not going to be doing any yoga poses or anything, but as far as smashing and mashing, I think he'll do okay. He's got the waist swivel. He doesn't have knees because those would obviously loosen up over time and with a figure of this weight, and he's pretty hefty and he weighs a lot, even though it's a rotomold, so it's not as heavy or it's not as solid as it would be if it was just completely full of plastic, because then it would fall off the shelf and kill somebody, I'm sure. But it does weigh as much as like a newborn child, a very heavy newborn child. And then he does have articulation here, a swivel, and I know that he has rocker ankles, but I suggest you hit him with a hair dryer and loosen those up and just, you know, work them. So the legs go back and forth there. But again, you know, you're going to want him to have a nice solid pose there in your collection. And he feels very strong. He feels very solid. And he looks like he could just be there holding his weapon indefinitely, and you wouldn't have to worry about him shelf diving or anything like that. So, what do you think? I mean, you've seen the other trolls, Miggy. How does this guy rank as far as...
I really like this one. Probably more than the other ones.
The best one? What is it? You remember what the other ones look like, right? The Cyclops. Yeah. I really love the Cyclops. That was the last one that came out. And Stone Troll, I think, was my absolute favorite before that.
The mouth.
On this guy?
Yeah.
It is cool. I mean, you can check its teeth for cavities, but they're really, really intricately sculpted, and then there's a real nice glossy sheen on the tongue.
And
so it looks real.
Just a massive sword that's probably like the size of an actual dagger.
Yeah. So that the glossiness of the tongue really makes it look real, and all the different textures that are incorporated into the head, the face, and the horn, and it's just a really nice job with the paint job, like around the eyes. The eyes are, glistening white, but then underneath he looks like he's, needs to hibernate because he's got those dark circles under his eyes. The teeth, the wash and the paint on that is really amazing.
You see a dentist though.
Well, yeah, he definitely needs some whitening strips or something.
And he's got some receding gums. And no lips, too.
And then, as you can tell, 4 nostrils.
Whenever he chews his food, it all falls out. He doesn't have any lips.
I can't remember if the Tauntaun had 4 nostrils, but I think these are kind of a nod to the Tauntaun. So maybe a Tauntaun and the abominable snowman. This is the love child that comes out of that. So, let's see. I think I showed him off from head to toe and back to front, but I'm gonna set up a special display with all my other ice figures. So you have, Sasquatch, you have, I think his name is Chubla, you have the Yeti, the Nightwalker, and the Night King, and all the other ice characters for him to hang out with. All right, anything to add?
No.
Thanks for holding up the camera. I know this is a long review, and we always have difficulty with these trolls because they're just so massive. Go back and look at the troll reviews. I think I also take a look at the box and how magnificently it's painted and stuff. But anyway, that's the Frost Troll review. It's Isidore signing out. Say bye, Maggie.